Everyone gets AT&T's best deal on the new iPhone 14. So, people currently listening to comedy podcasts, and people listening to self-help podcasts, and people listening to true crime podcasts, who actually can't stop listening to true crime podcasts. The point is, everyone, new and existing customers. Ask how to get the new iPhone 14 on us with eligible trade-in. Visit att.com or our stores for details. Terms and restrictions may apply.
This is the Relevant Podcast.
It's Tuesday, September 15th, halfway through September already, 2020, and it's the Relevant Podcast. Here in Orlando, I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and joining me from Loverland, Virginia, it's Jesse Carey.
Hello, hello.
From Austin, Texas, author, podcaster, Jamie Ivey.
Hey, guys.
And from Nashville, Tennessee, artist, producer, mogul, Derek Miner.
Yay! Is that a little John?
I thought you were going to say tank top wearer.
Y'all,
Guns blazing.
We have a great show in store for you today. Coming up later, author, pastor, Max Lucado joins us.
Oh, wow.
We got the whole spectrum of guests. Y Oak on the last show, Max Lucado on this show. And we also have slices, and you do not want to miss the feedback segment at the end of the show. You guys suggested, if you remember last Tuesday's show, Question of the Week, we asked you for the weird law ideas to make society a better place. Remember, we played the clip of the guy who went to the city council meeting, and he wanted to have a law banning the phrase boneless wings, because those are just chicken tenders.
He's got a point.
You guys told us your law suggestions and did not disappoint, so stay tuned for that coming up later.
So Cameron, I want to address something that came up last week on the show, or on Friday's show.
You're still thinking about Friday's show? You've been simmering all weekend.
Yes, and I'm glad we're circling back, because Jamie, I need your help in something. I am a big Christopher Nolan fan. I've seen all his movies, and I come back to them all the time. And I've been very much wanting to see Tenet, which is now in theaters. But you know, I've been, and a friend invited me. I got a text. He's like, "Hey, dude, we got to go see Tenet," and I'm like, yeah, I totally want to go. But you hear all this stuff, and Dr. Fauci even was like, I don't know if I'd be going to the movies right now. And I like Dr. Fauci.
It's like sitting in a petri dish, man. You're just touching stuff.
And that movie's like 2.5 hours. It's a lot of breathing.
Think about all that popcorn grease just kind of in the fabric.
Yeah, I had to have a custom mask. I think I would wear some sort of like beekeeper suit, and I could just put the food under there. And honestly, dude, if you walked into a movie theater right now in a beekeeper suit, I don't even think people would look twice.
Nobody would even think a thing about it. They'd be like, welcome. Here's your seat, sir.
Maybe I should get a beekeeper suit. And then all of a sudden I get one of those little smoke things just for the fun. Because if you're going to have the beekeeper suit, you got a little smoke gun. I don't know what purpose it does. Like, I don't know. Are they smoking the bees out? Do the bees like to smoke? Does it help or hurt the bees?
It calms them down. It keeps them from getting enraged. The smoke keeps them docile.
Either way, I would come in a beekeeper suit with a smoke gun, and I would deploy the smoke gun like those lame 4D movies at like Busch Gardens, where it like sprays you when it rains and stuff. During the explosions, I would hit the smoke gun very slowly to give people. So
you would have smoke in the movie theater.
I should probably just do a whole 4D.
Clearly,
thing.
Would not make people think that there's a fire or something happening.
No, they see a guy in a beekeeper suit. They know there's shenanigans going on.
So you were thinking about what since last Friday's show?
I was thinking about, should I accept the invitation to go see Tenet? And if so, like, can I, like, Jamie, you've been to the movies several times from what I take. And I have a couple methods I've used in the past when I'm saving seats at the theater. A lot of people think that's very awkward to do. I used to go to movies. I like to go on opening night, and when it's really packed and I go with my buds, and if I'm the first one there, I'm laying hoodies down across whole rows. I'm blocking them out. You know, that's a standard thing you see at some old school theaters. It's just lines of clothing, you know, and I'm comfortable. A lot of people are non-confrontational. Bring it. I got it. You see the hoodie. You see it laying right there. That's not for you. You know, but I don't know the methods to keep myself protected in the theater setting and to space myself out.
First of all, you need to go to a theater where they assign you seats. Like, you cannot walk into a theater where you just get to pick wherever you want, because that's not a class. You need to go to a theater that you're like, oh, they're only selling seats so far apart. Like the theater I go to, you have to buy tickets when you get there. They spread you out. They clean the theater before everything, supposedly.
I don't like how you're for people who are, listening right now, Jamie used quote fingers when she said clean the theater, which
because
makes
I'm
me
not
concerned.
there when they do it, so I don't know what happens. But my son works there. I told you, he works at the movie
That's
theater.
what
You bring your own can of Lysol?
But Jamie, that's what makes the quote finger so concerning. It seems like you have inside knowledge.
She knows how messy her son is, and she's like, he's cleaning, air quotes, the theaters.
Just Jesse, listen. If you don't want to go, don't go. But if your movie theater is open, you can support a local business, wear your mask, wash your hands, don't eat there, just sit and don't move and try not to breathe, and you'll be good.
Well, but if you want to support the local business, they only make their money by you eating there. They don't make money from ticket sales. They make money from concessions.
I don't know why y'all are even tripping. Like, listen, I have the solution. Bro, listen, this is it. Across the country right now, in every black barbershop, somebody has Tenet on bootleg. Like, so you just literally just go to a black barbershop. Literally go to a black barbershop and look for Deontay. Ask for Deontay or Jamal. Don't do this literally because you might get beat up. But literally just go to a black barbershop and be like, yo, you know somebody selling bootlegs? I promise you, bro. Somebody knows somebody that's got a bootleg. And they probably got a bootleg on DVD. Nobody uses DVDs, but look, you just blow the DVD player off at the crib. Put it in there.
That
you
actually
good.
still happens. People making bootleg of movies.
Man,
Is it
look,
like-
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Is it like back on Seinfeld when they were making bootlegs? Jerry became a bootlegger and they filmed it with like a video camera, like in the theater.
You never know because now you got the everybody got the Amazon Fire Stick. I got homies that's hacking the Amazon Fire Stick. You got like all the movies that haven't came out yet, like the full version. They might be in Spanish or whatever, but like you literally. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Dude. Like it's a new world out here.
So you're saying Jesse can watch it from the comfort of his own home?
From the comfort of your own crib.
Derek, I've watched live NFL games that I don't get on my market on a European hacked Fire Stick. Like the commentators was in Italian, but I still got to see the game.
You can watch the game.
Now, I'm trying to tell you. Speaking
of barbershops and haircuts, have any of you guys got your haircut during quarantine at a legit place?
I have.
Yeah. Derek done.
I had an idea.
God cut my hair a couple years ago, and it's never came back.
I had an idea for an invention because I was there, and when you get your haircut, you wear the cape thing so the hair doesn't get in your clothes, and then you wear the mask too these days. So it's required in my state. You have to wear a mask when you get your haircut, right?
Us too here, yeah.
So I was sitting there getting my haircut, and it's not the usual chit chat. Usually I'm pretty chatty in that situation, but the mask, it's the subtlety of my communication really requires people to look at my mouth. That's why this podcast is so confounding to people. Now, the idea for my inventions was this. Why not just two birds with one stone? Why not one of those capes that protect your body? And it's just something you put over the top of your head and only your eyes and head are out. And the cape just extends up to your face.
Jesse, that's like a conservative Muslim garb for women where only the eyes show.
This isn't like a burqa. This is specifically for haircut situations. That kills two birds with one stone. Because what if you forget your mask?
You're describing a literal burqa.
But
it can't cover your head because you got to get your hair. You have to get your hair cut.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
so it just has to kind of hang out right here.
Exactly, and it's really just seems like for efficiency's sake, why not just enclose the whole thing? That way, hair's not getting trapped in the mask. You have a piece of hair fall in the mask. I did. That's unpleasant. you got a mouthful of hair. Okay, you're just worse having clothes. You're just worse than having hair on your shirt, having hair in your mouth. Exactly. This
who you should talk to about this, Jesse?
Who?
You should talk to Robert Pattinson about this because we talked last week.
He's the outside the box guy. I would love to.
I think he'll be on your train for this.
I want to I think this is a Shark Tank type of deal, and I want to know which one of you sharks right now want in. I will give you 30% of this company right now if you give me $60,000 to create a solution. Derek, you in?
That's gonna be a no for me, dog. I'm sorry, bro. I love you. I'm out.
It's a big piece of fabric with a head hole,
with a fitted hole,
some sort of like elastic around the head hole that you could put around your nose.
It's a poncho death trap. We're
it's
good.
An eye level poncho, and it's the perfect solution for these crazy times we're in. Everyone. I'd probably wear it to the movies too. I'd be much more comfortable.
You should, yeah.
Than the beekeeper suit.
The beekeeper suit, I think, is good because it has that huge helmet thing. You could even kind of put some snacks inside the helmet. You know what
exactly.
I'm saying? You could have the popcorn like right there, a little tray inside the huge beekeeper.
Or just like a dinner tray that has a net over it on my face. You know, I just shovel it in. This has been great, guys.
This has been great. Yeah. All right. Well, what a way to start a show. Okay. Stay tuned. Up next, it's Slices.
Know that it's a Tuesday, but I got stacks on stacks and stacks now. Know you're coming my way. It be like back to back to back now. Yeah, gotta give it to you right. I give it to you every weeknight.
You're listening to Deaton, Chris Anthony featuring Baby A. The song is Tooth Day. I thought this was a great one for the Tuesday show. Tooth Day is the name of the song. Well, speaking of the Tooth Day show, today's episode is brought to you by Convoy of Hope. In what feels like the blink of an eye, things got tough in our world. Really tough. That's why Convoy of Hope has provided more than 100 million meals to those hardest hit by the pandemic. People who've lost their jobs or are struggling to feed their children. Those who can't afford to get sick. Hey, in addition, Convoy of Hope is there on the front lines for those who are impacted by natural disasters like the recent hurricanes in Louisiana. Convoy is there to help Convoy in their mission of providing food, helping those in need, those affected by natural disasters. Please visit convoyofhope.org/relevant. That's convoyofhope.org/relevant. Or you can use your smart speaker to give to Convoy of Hope today. Any amount is appreciated and will help people who need it most. Your gift to convoyofhope.org/relevant will make a difference for so many. Thank you for supporting Convoy of Hope as they respond to this crisis and others around the world. And if you can't give today, please keep showing kindness to others. Pray. We're getting through this together. Convoy of Hope. Okay, it's time for
Slices.
A little behind the scenes for the listener here. Clark cleans everything up in post.
Yeah.
But as we've been recording, Derek comes and goes. Like it's been glitching, and Jesse's been coming and going. The internet is against us as we record this show today.
We're gonna cast out this internet demon.
Yeah.
We're gonna go full Pentecostal and cast out this internet demon.
On the local news here, the whole East Coast. I don't know if you guys saw this. The whole East Coast this week was having problems because all the kids going back to school virtually.
Yeah.
It's like it increased like bandwidth usage. For our city, Tuesday was the day everyone is the first day of school. So all these kids logging on their Chromebooks to Zoom choked out a lot of the internet.
So I randomly last week had a knock on the door, and it was like a sales guy. And I normally am like a quick no thank you. I don't even want to hear the pitch, right? And he said, "Hey, how's your internet?" And I'm like, honestly, it's been spotty. Why? What do you got?
Yeah.
And he said, AT&T, I'm not plugging AT&T, but AT&T just put fiber in my neighborhood, fiber gigabit internet. And he said, right now I'm doing cable. So I'm doing cable internet and I have a TV package with it. And he said, how much you paying? I told him. And then he said, we have with fiber, we also have now AT&T TV, which is not, it's like full cable, live, everything, HBO, the whole nine. And he ran the numbers on his little iPad, saved me 70% over what I'm paying right now. And I'm going from 100 to 1,000 megabytes per second. I
have a question about this. Maybe you guys can help me.
It's going to be the dawn of the age of Aquarius. I cannot wait.
Okay.
For this gigabit.
It's great for you. You know who it's not great for? Those fiber lines, because we have Verizon Fios in my neighborhood too, and everyone's converting over. And I learned quickly that when it came, the box. So there's like a box that it's like those green boxes that you see, sometimes in people's yards. In their houses, a lot of the equipment that keeps those fiber lines running, and people you can activate it or whatever.
Yeah.
The box is in my yard, in my backyard, behind my shed. What? I get knocks on the door all the time from Verizon guys. They don't even ask. They just say, hey, man, do you have a dog? I need to get into your backyard and get the box. Oh, do you? Is that how you ask to enter someone's property? Last time I checked, this is the United States.
Did you fence in the utility easement?
We're fenced. It is blocked up. It is blocked up because...
But that's what I'm saying. Like, did you fence the utility easement that's supposed to be public access?
I did not. Someone did. And all I know...
That's not their fault, dude. That's your fault.
No. It's my yard. It's behind my shed. And I've let it get overgrown because I don't appreciate it. And I want to know.
That's literally like if you live in the city, there's an alley next to your building. You just fence off the alley. You can't do that.
Dude, I'm not saying this is not like between two yards. Okay.
It's
this is
in
not
your
an alleyway.
backyard.
It is a fenced in backyard with a shed, and directly behind the shed is this box. I'm thinking about extending the shed, so I got to make them go in the back of my creepy shed. Like that would prevent people. I want to know what my rights are here, because it doesn't just seem like that people can just come into your yard and work on equipment. Does it? Am I missing something?
Who let them install it there? Did you? I mean,
I think they came
previous owners.
I think they came in the night. It's like when someone turns around in your driveway. It's like, okay.
Does that bother you?
Doesn't make me feel. I always get up like, oh, we got a visitor. I wonder who's here. I wonder who's popping by. Oh, so did I order an Amazon thing? They don't usually pull in the driveway and drive cars that aren't clearly marked as prime vehicles. But I'm gonna check it out. Who we got here? Oh, I see. I live on a cul-de-sac. You could have drove 50 yards and just done the turn there.
Oh my god!
You interrupted. Like I lost my train of thought because I thought I was getting a visitor.
Okay, Jesse. All right, we're moving the show along.
Yeah,
it's time for slices. What do you have?
All right, I'll keep this relatively short because I know we got a lot of good stuff to get to. Yeah. But I love the idea that there are things happen, that there are still mysteries out there. There's still stuff that we just don't know, right? Like, and I'm not talking space stuff because let's be honest, space stuff gets pretty boring because it's space. Space is boring. Space is super lame and super boring and only nerds like it. And that's why I want to talk about Earthbound mysteries. And I have a great Earthbound mystery. And I stumbled upon this. That one of the headlines you may have seen going around this week. I'm going to read two of them. No one knows what lurks at the bottom of this freakishly deep submerged cave. Here's another. The world's deepest freshwater cave just got a whole lot deeper. So there is a cave. It looks like just a giant hole in the ground in like the Czech Republic, and it's called the Haran or this is a very weirdly spelled Czechoslovakian or Czech Republic language word, which is HR. I don't know. Anyway, Harnisa Abyss. Either way.
Nailed it.
Good job. Got it.
Boom. Told you. That's why I don't do space stuff. There's too many weird names out there. Nebula. It's very strange out there. Very strange words. Anyway, they already knew that this freshwater cave was like one of the deepest in the world. And they actually tried to, a few years ago, get a measurement of just how deep we're talking here. And they got this long fiber line and they put all this equipment down there, and it didn't hit the bottom. And so they were like, okay, we know we're talking deep here. We're talking, probably about a mile at least deep. And when you think about a mile, between a half mile and a mile, that's really far into the earth. Why
would they need to put a wire down there? It's called sonar. I mean, they can literally just at the top of the water, just do a sonar radiation thing to see the depth.
The thing is, it's not a straight line. It kind of bends and curves and does a lot of weird stuff. And they're not even sure entirely how this hole got there. I mean, they know it, somehow it was because of natural processes. But anyway, through a bunch of boring geological techniques that I'm not going to get into, since they start throwing things down this hole to try to determine its depth, they're like, hey, we weren't even close, guys. Back to the drawing board. This thing's a lot deeper and scarier than we ever thought. And so I started reading up on this, and there are like these sort of adventurous free divers who go in there and swim around. And so far they haven't found anything, but they have a suspicion that it goes so deep that actually at the bottom of this hole, it could be heated by like magma, right? So there are abyss that exist in the ocean where at the bottom of this abyss, the deepest points of depth we know that exist on planet Earth, that because the bottom is heated by magma, that new new organisms grow that don't require light, but they are able to get energy from heat that's actually coming from the Earth's core. But that's salt water. That's in the ocean. We know what it is. This is an isolated hole in the Czech Republic. Okay, so I was reading up on this, and of course my mind's going, there's something down at the bottom of that hole. We have to get to the bottom of this. Literally, if I was in a movie and it was about this hole, I would look at my team and go, we got to get to the bottom of this one. And everybody's like, and then then it's like the montage of us getting our equipment, like, and going to the bottom of the hole. But I was thinking, you know what, that just be speculating, because this ran in like a science journal, and science journals always try to find ways. I like science journalism, not because I'm into science, because I like speculating about things that science is in no way suggesting. But anyway, they're written, they always headline them really interestingly. And they're like, well, it's just a big hole. No big deal. What's the big deal with that? Well, I want to read a quote from a geologist from the University of Bologna, who said this. It could be that other caves have the same story, or that or other caves could be even deeper. But they don't think so. That this is probably a very unique hole, because they aren't sure how it's formed. They know it's a deep hole, and they know it's there, and they know they haven't found many other deep holes like this. And here's the final quote. But it's like 300 feet. Like, it's a big hole. I'm not talking like, it's not like a hole that's like the size of a basketball. We're talking about a small house could drop down this hole.
You're uninterested in space, but big holes capture your imagination.
You can drive a car in this hole.
It makes all the sense in the world.
You can drive a car in this hole. Okay. I think you're getting some perspective on this whole situation.
Throw some fireworks in there.
That they're dealing with in the Czech Republic right now. Okay. We got enough going on right now. Now we got a big hole to worry about. Okay. So here's what this professor said. This is the last line. Science Magazine did a big feature on this hole. Again, as if 2020 didn't have enough things. Now we thought we had a deep hole. Now we got a really deep hole. Okay. This is what the last line of the Science Magazine. Okay. This isn't some weird outlet. This is a magazine dedicated to science. Here's the last quote from a professor. We don't know that they're curious about the depths. He says this: we don't know exactly what could be down there. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, there is a hole in the Czech Republic, and we don't even know how deep it is. We're not entirely sure how it got there, but we do know something could be down there. Is that not fascinating to anybody else? It's like a genuine mystery. We figured everything else out. Now there's a big hole in a far off place that there could be something awesome down there.
Something
we
awesome.
Don't know.
How are you not interested in space? That's the whole reason that they want to go to Mars and stuff, is to see what's there.
Just look, space is way too much work. Like,
this hole is a lot of work. They don't know what's down there.
It has magma in it, bro. Like, literally. Like,
okay, here, Derek. If I said this, hey man, you got to figure out in the next 10 years either how you can get to Mars, okay,
right.
or how you get to the bottom of this deep hole. Which one you choose? Like, I'm saying legit chances that you're going to either do one or the other.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna jump in the hole for sure.
Thank you. Space is too complicated. It's like space takes way too much work. A hole, it's like conceivably, why can't we just get a really, really long rope with a GoPro? I don't know.
Why
do you think of this? That's a fascinating question, Jamie.
You should suggest that. Have you guys heard of a GoPro and a pole? Like, what are we doing here?
I'll be the guider. I'll feed the line in. I need some more. Get another spool, okay? It's the deep hole, man.
This is great.
We're getting any more line here. I told you. It's really deep. We don't even know. We have no idea. The scientists say we don't know what's down. That's why I'm sending the GoPro. Just get the other spool. Like 3 spools in here.
Oh, I'm dead right
so
now.
You guys understand? Scientists say we don't know. We can figure this out. It's an unsolved mystery.
Of all the things going on in our world right now.
Yep.
Big news.
Now it's a hole to worry about. You're right. Just great. That deep hole is way deeper. Great.
Oh my gosh.
Now we got something else to keep us up at night. How are we getting to the bottom of that hole?
All right, what do you have, Jamie?
Oh my gosh, nothing. Now I think we should just end the show right here.
We're done.
This is it. I'm done. I do have something. It's kind of fun and exciting. I don't know if you guys are a fan of Laura Daigle.
As fun and exciting as a deep hole that's even deeper? longer than I thought.
This actually has an end. This is like we know something about this. So this is a really cool story about Lauren Daigle. I'm sure that we're all fans of her and cheering her on because she's been
in our studio a few times, like performing for the podcast and stuff.
I like her. I like her. Friend of the show. She just hit a milestone that nothing has ever done this. She's been at the top spot of the Christian song charts for 100 weeks.
Wow.
And that's cool because, 100 weeks at the top Christian charts, but no one has ever done that on any chart. Like no one has ever been at the top of the chart for 100 weeks.
That's a long time.
Ever. It's a long time.
Yeah.
This album came out in July of 2018. And it's her second album. And she now has been the longest on any Billboard chart at 100 weeks. 100 weeks. Does anyone know what they were doing 100 weeks ago? No, we don't know what we were doing 100 weeks ago.
I was listening to You Say for the first time.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so I brought something cool to the show today. Clark has it. Everyone loves Lauren Daigle. My daughter sang Lauren Daigle at her 5th grade talent show. Are you ready for this, guys?
Oh, let's go.
Okay, Clark, play the clip.
Oh, okay.
We need to get her on The Voice, Jamie.
Okay, so
5th grade.
Let's go, girl.
That's good. My husband played the piano behind her. She was so nervous. And I'm telling you guys, it was the cutest thing. All 100 people in the school cafeteria, like standing ovation. It was so much fun.
Oh, that's
awesome.
That's awesome.
And congrats to Lauren Daigle.
Congrats to Lauren Daigle and congrats to Story Ivy for singing her song. But I think that's really cool that Lauren actually, it's cool for me as a mom. I mean, in all seriousness here, to see that like my daughter can have such an amazing artist to look up to and choose that song out of all the songs to sing at her school talent show. So congrats, Lauren Daigle. Thanks for being.
Lauren also announced this week that she's building a school in the Congo with Bob Goff.
Of course she is.
And stuff. Yeah, she's raised money to fully fund a school getting built through the Love Does organization.
I love that.
She's the real deal,
awesome.
y'all. Can I ask a question though? You know, does it say something about the Christian music industry that one song is played so much for 2 years that it stays number one? I mean, maybe there needs to be a little bit more variety in the genre. I don't know.
I think you're onto something here.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Are we allowed to say that?
It's a thing. You can say it.
Yeah. Well, cool. All right. What do you have, Derek?
Well, it's fall, you know. When did fall start? Did we just brush through that? No, we didn't even acknowledge it. Has it started?
September 21, right around there.
Yeah. So fall's getting ready to start. What's y'all's favorite fall holiday?
I think.
What are the options? November,
Halloween,
Thanksgiving, Halloween.
Mine's Thanksgiving.
Definitely. Yeah, mine's definitely Halloween.
All Saints Day is the day after Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay,
Harvest Party.
Okay.
Harvest Party. Roast.
Yeah. Well. So, there's a chick named Jessica A. Krug that dressed up as a black woman about 13 years ago, and she hasn't stopped dressing up as a black woman. So she's
wait for Halloween or for every day of her life.
No, like this lady is literally a white woman from Kansas City who has been parading as a Afro-Latina from Harlem. She actually is an activist and a professor of American history at George Washington University. So
what's her name?
Her name is Jessica A. Krug. So she just came out. Apparently, some students, I think we're about to expose her, so she decided to expose herself. So she just pulled another.
Maybe rephrase that. She didn't in class expose herself.
Yeah, absolutely true.
It's
she decided.
It's a different thing.
She decided. So she apologizes and says, "You silly." So she apologizes and says, "You know, I've lived my life at a toxic soil of lies, and it's just crazy." So she has book deal, all that. So in her book, in the acknowledgments, here's the acknowledgement. My ancestors unknown and unnamed, who bled life into a future they had no reason to believe should exist. My brother, the fastest and smartest, most charming of us all. Those whose names I cannot say for their own safety, whether in my barrio in Angola or in Brazil. This chick is from Kansas.
How?
How do you do that?
I don't know, but why do white people keep dressing? Why do white people keep dressing up like black people? I don't know, y'all. It's almost like I'm starting to get to the point where it's like, to be famous, you have to have put on blackface if you're white. Like at some point in time, you have to have done it. Like play the clip.
Crazy.
She has this awful Harlem accent. It's like, for me, I feel like just play the clip.
Oh no, you have a clip? Oh no.
Yeah, I got a click of her. Oh, actually, I got a click of her talking about gentrification. Ironically, as she gentrified a whole black woman. But here, let's go. Clark, run it.
I also want to call out all these white New Yorkers who waited 4 hours with us to be able to speak and that did not yield their time to black and brown indigenous New Yorkers who thought that their sense of, I thought cops was here to protect us, but I guess they're not. Boy, you think that this sort of like shock and empathy thing is the move. Oh, so a couple of things. You was talking about moving against the...
That's...
Hey, bro, she sound like... Bro, she sound like an Irish Jamaican.
She couldn't figure it out.
She sounds like when Dee on Always Sunny he essentially does like a character like that to show how offensive it is. Like she sounds like a caricature of herself.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
And the fact that she's a professor at a prestigious university and stuff. I mean, that's crazy.
Wow.
Bruh, hey, this is the most blackfish in this. This is the most blackfish. Like, this is crazy. It's hilarious. It's like one of them things where it's not like I'm not necessarily as offended as puzzled. I'm like, what?
It just feels weird.
What is going? Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, I almost feel like it's like, yo, she's like, was like, all right, I'm gonna be black for a little bit, and then all the protests and riots. She's like, yo, it's getting a little too hot. I'm gonna have to go back to white real quick.
Oh God!
Oh God! I'm gonna get my privilege back.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right, that'll do it for
Slices.
All right, stay tuned. Up next, Max Lucado joins us. You're listening to Bumper. The song is Red Brick. Well, today's episode is brought to you by podcast creation platform Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor yet, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. First of all, it's free. There are custom tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will then distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and every major platform. The cool thing is you can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Max Lucado is the pastor of Oak Hills Church in San Antonio, Texas. As a leader in ministry, he's written many books and preached countless sermons about anxiety and trusting in God. But in this new pandemic season, what does that look like? He shared with us his perspectives on what faith can look like moving forward in the season, why so many Christians are disillusioned by the church, and the hidden loneliness epidemic among young Christians. Here's our conversation with Max Lucado.
Okay, so your new book, You Are Never Alone, Trust in the Miracle of God's Presence and Power. You are a really prolific author. So why did you decide to write a book on loneliness right now? What was the origin story of this book?
This is a terribly difficult season in which we find ourselves, Tyler. First of all, there's the pandemic. Then there's the economic uncertainty, especially for young people who are trying to start a career, go to college. And then on top of that, there's the racial tension. And then on top of that, there's the political division. And then we haven't even talked about hurricanes and wildfires. So I think all of this is coming in on us. It's just like one tsunami after another. And it's creating this sense of insecurity and fear and dread and despair. It's a tough time to be alive. But you know what? It's also a time which we'll look back on, unless the Lord comes first, which we'll look back on and say, you know what? I learned a lot during those days. I'm a better person because of that. So this is an opportunity for us to learn to lean into God in a deeper fashion and let Him be the source of our strength and deal with the loneliness that we face.
Something we hear at Relevant a lot is people who would like what you're saying. They believe in the message of Jesus. They want to believe in the Bible, but they turn to the church and they just don't see that sort of hope there. They get very discouraged because of some of the actions and behaviors of people in the church. What is your message to those people?
Number one, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry that the question has to even be asked. I really am. And it's a fair question. As a person who's been a pastor for 40 years now, it's a fair question. The mentors in my life, by and large, have been wonderful people. But I can recall the day that one of the mentors of my life met me at an airport. And he said, I've got to talk to you. I had no clue what he wanted to talk about. He said, I need to tell you that my wife just found out that I've been having an affair. And I don't know if my marriage is going to make it. I'm leaving the church, and I'm holding on to my faith. And I was a young man at the time, a younger, everything's younger now, but I was probably in my mid-30s, I think, pretty new to the pastorate where I've been all these years. And it just was devastating. It just was devastating. And I thought, you mean all these years I looked up to him? He was such a source of strength. And so I had to work through that. I've had to work through that more than once. And so I say all that to say, number one, again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Some of that is simply the fact that we live in a fallen world. It really is. That's just going to happen. King David was one of the most godly men in all of history, but boy, did he blow it with Bathsheba. The Apostle Peter is the preacher of the most famous sermon in the history of the world, but boy, he blew it on the night before the crucifixion. He denied Christ with cursing. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So we've got to be careful and never allow our faith to depend upon the faithfulness of another person. Does that make sense? We've got to be careful. We can't let our faith depend upon the faithfulness of another person, or we're going to be devastated. Now, disappointment is probably inevitable. As much as I hate to say that, we're all going to be disappointed. We don't want to be devastated.
I appreciate you engaging this question so honestly. Do you have any thoughts about, as we see a decline in the numbers of people who are going to the church? Do you have any ideas about maybe where the church went wrong over the past couple of years?
Where have we missed it? Where could we do better? Man, what a question, Tyler. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the simple answer to that. Maybe we got a little too big. And I'm a pastor of a mega church, okay? So I could, maybe we got a little too big, a little too focused on buildings, a little too focused on property. Maybe that's what God is doing right now, is that he's causing our churches to be simple again. The stage, the spotlight, that's hard on people. Not many people can handle the stage. I mean, for every person who stumbles because of not being noticed, you put a spotlight on somebody and the odds are they're going to stumble. It's hard. It's really hard. I'm rambling a bit now, but I think if there's one thing that as I look back, I would say, let's be careful. Maybe we would be healthier by being smaller.
As far as loneliness goes, we're all kind of stuck inside still right now here in the U.S., and we're trying to fill the void of friendships in our life with phone calls and Zoom. And I'm curious, in what way do you think that this is a real substitute for in-person interaction? And if not, what do we do in the meantime?
I am absolutely certain that conversations over Zoom calls and phone does not take the place of a face-to-face, hand on the shoulder, personal hug, eye to eye. It just doesn't. It just doesn't take the place of that. So what can we do about it? Well, I hope I don't sound like I'm trying to come across as super spiritual here. I'm really not. But what if we ask God? What if we say, God, can you fill up that empty place within me? I feel like I'm alone. I feel isolated, but I can't go hang out with my buddies like I used to. If I do, we're all wearing masks or we're social distancing. It's not the same. Would you please work a miracle in my life and help me right here? That's what I think that the good that can come out of this is that we learn to let God be the source of the true fellowship with us. Remember, he said that the great commandment is love the Lord your God and then love your neighbor. So as we learn to love God more, then we learn to love each other more.
That was Max Lucado. Make sure to pre-order his new book. It's called You Are Never Alone. And stay tuned. Up next, it's your feedback.
Caught me walking up Main Street. Didn't bring it up, but my heart skipped. You took part, but this was my trip. Might not be real, but I don't mind it. Walk and talk, I got a meeting with Peter Pan. Took me hard work to get where he can. Someone else can change you.
You're listening to Necklace. The song is Main Street. Now, a little show production note. We lost Jesse. We were talking about glitchy internet. It just took him. He's probably down the hole. No, Jesse had to run. He sends his love and regards to you, dear listeners. Okay, it's time for your feedback. Last week, for the question of the week, we asked you. We played that clip of the guy going to the city council meeting and say, very impassionately and seriously or straight faced, that boneless wings, the phrase boneless wings, should be outlawed because they're nothing more than chicken tenders. It got us thinking about other weird laws that should be implemented to make the world a better place. You guys hit us up on Twitter at Relevant Podcast. Here's a few of our favorites.
My man Bryce has the one. This is it. Instead of giving people traffic tickets for going too fast on the highway, there should be tickets for going too slow, especially in the left lane. I'm tired of getting stuck behind someone going 1 mile per hour faster than the right lane. I'm with you on that one, Bryce. I'm with you on that one.
Okay, y'all. This is okay. Kevin said this: heavy fines and loss of cell phone for using your speakerphone out in public. Double fines for playing music without earphones in the store. I am down with this. I do not understand talking on your phone on speakerphone in public. Please tell me you guys don't do this.
I agree. No, I don't.
It drives me absolutely crazy.
Old people do that.
Like, I don't want to hear your conversation.
Juan Libro said his law would be that you can only talk about sharing a nugget of something if you're referring to gold or chicken. All of the uses are forbidden. Just want to share a little nugget with you.
I got a little nugget with you.
I'm with that. Ban decaf coffee. Jonathan Coggins. I'm with that.
Ban decaf.
Yeah, ban it. Why do you need decaf coffee? There's no reason.
Some people like the taste.
I drink decaf at night. Like, if you're somewhere out and they're like, hey, do you want coffee with your dessert?
No.
Well, I can't have regular. I'll be up all night.
This is interesting. Scott Corrin said no government official should be allowed to have Twitter. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the whole freedom of speech thing, I guess you can't really do that.
You can't really do that.
It is. That would be an interesting kind of like, when you're in the seat of government, there's certain non-governmental things you don't use, anymore. Interesting.
All right. Aaron Sirocco says, I'm not the first to say this, but let's just get rid of daylight savings time. And I agree. I agree
too.
Aaron. All right, let's just throw it in the trash.
I know that it was like back in the day because of like farming.
Farming, yeah.
But why? It's still the same number of daylight hours.
There's like 2 states that don't do it, so then you got to remember. And it's
there is.
Yeah, Arizona doesn't.
Indiana.
Oh, okay. I don't know the other one. I know Arizona doesn't.
Yeah, Indiana is the other one. It's just like, well, how do they get to not do it? Ryan Albo said banning the word moist.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Ryan. That word is disgusting.
Well, how would you describe something that's slightly damp?
Wet.
It's just
wet.
Well, wet is different than moist. Moist has a little stickiness to it.
It's a little wet and sticky. That sounded so inappropriate. I'm sorry. Cover your Christian ears.
Derek's been having some milkshakes while we record. All right. Princess Librarian said, Jamie, I don't know how you feel about this. I'm assuming this is more of a female issue. All manufactured pants, shorts, and other outfit bottoms that are not underwear or swimsuits for any gender must contain pockets, and said pockets must be a useful and non-merely ornamental size. She got several replies to that. I'm co-signing this bill. This is that a frustration?
For fake pockets, or maybe the pockets are so teeny tiny that you can't put anything in them, or what?
Yeah, basically no fake pockets, no teeny tiny pockets, fully functioning pockets on every kind of pant or short.
I like it. I mean, listen, all the girls will know what I say when I say this. If I find a jumpsuit at the store and it's got some pockets in it, I'm a happy woman.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm here for the pockets.
Well, there's a lot more where that came from. Thanks for your replies. Go check them out at Relevant on Twitter at Relevant Podcast. Okay, it's time for this week's
editorial question of the week.
Well, earlier, Jesse spent the majority of the show talking about the hole.
The hole. Dun, dun, dun.
The thing that captivates his imagination like nothing else is this big hole. Which
is so funny because he hates space.
He hates space.
Which is so funny to me.
But apparently to him, finding out that a hole is bigger than we thought is more interesting than space. Anyway, it got us thinking about mysteries that we need to solve and get to the bottom of. Everybody has that thing that you've always wondered, that thing that you're curious about, the way that Jesse is curious about this hole. So we want to know what that is for you. What is a mystery that you want to solve, or a thing that captures your imagination? Could be Loch Ness Monster. Where's Hoffa? What happened with JFK? We want to know your mystery that we should all rally around and actually get to the bottom of. What's the thing you want to get to the bottom of? There's the question of the week. All right. Hit us up on Twitter at Relevant Podcast, or you can message us, slide into our DMs on Instagram at Relevant Magazine. Well, many thanks to Max Lucado for joining us. You can pre-order his new book, You Are Never Alone, wherever you buy your books. Also, hey, a little reminder, if you haven't checked it out yet, check out issue 102 of Relevant. The magazine is back in an all-new way. Go check it out. It's at relevantmagazine.com. Click on the magazine section and you'll see it there. We have a lot of stuff in store. I put a little letter from the publisher on there kind of talking about the journey over the last 9 months, year leading up to this moment, and kind of our plans for this coming season. A lot of stuff in motion at Relevant. Go check it out. Some great content, Maverick City Music, Chad Veach, Jordan Lee Dooley. There's a lot of great stuff. Go check it out. On that note, we'll wrap it. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm Jamie Ivey.
I'm Derek Miner.
And for Jesse Carey, we'll see you on Friday. Have a good weekend, Will.
Thanks for listening to the Relevant Podcast. Check out our features, interviews, and news updates every day at relevantmagazine.com. And make sure to follow Relevant on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for the latest. For more great podcasts, browse the shows on the Relevant Podcast Network, which you can find at our site. And while you're there, don't miss the all-new era of Relevant Magazine. A new issue releases every other month at relevantmagazine.com.
That deep hole is way deeper. Great.
Relevant Podcast Network.
Everyone gets AT&T's best deal on the new iPhone 14. So, people currently listening to comedy podcasts, and people listening to self-help podcasts, and people listening to true crime podcasts. who actually can't stop listening to true crime podcasts. The point is, everyone, new and existing customers. Ask how to get the new iPhone 14 on us with eligible trade-in. Visit att.com or our stores for details. Terms and restrictions may apply.